Steel so deteriorated, immediate restrictions have been put into place.
Now, talking about the 4th Street Bridge, still open, but there have been some substantial changes. It's one of only 2 crossings right now between Covington and Newport. WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick on the story. He's live right now. And Brian, how'd they find the problems?
Yeah, Mike, they just did an inspection. They found some of this steel was deteriorating. They made these changes immediately. What they did were some restrictions here in terms of traffic. They made 1 lane in each direction crossing the 4th Street Bridge here. They made some weight restrictions. Traffic headaches, those are expected. What's not expected is some who say the changes are for the better. The 4th Street Bridge between Covington and Newport has a problem so big,
it's going to be a mess.
It can be measured in tons. From 17 down to 12 tons now.
Okay, well, I'm going to go that way instead.
A 5-ton change in weight limits from 17 down to 12 is just one of the changes. Even more noticeable are the lane restrictions now, just one way in each direction.
Everyone's going to have to be patient and just watch out for everyone, and hopefully we get some results soon.
It all comes after a recent inspection found the bridge had deteriorated to the point that the changes needed to be made to keep the bridge safe. Safe is not the feeling some get on the bridge.
I was already leery about going across it, now more weary, and it does make the traffic headache a lot worse too.
We walk over it every day, and we're scared just walking over it.
There's a new bridge already on the drawing board, but there are still lots of details to be decided. One is how many lanes will it be? Some want less traffic through the neighborhood, and they say 2 lanes is just fine, and they believe this will prove it.
You know, the advocates that have been speaking out against the expansion of this bridge now see this as, almost validation.
Matt Butler is with the DeVue Good Foundation.
We build the structures for the traffic that we want to see, and the neighborhood doesn't want more traffic.
Now, a new traffic pattern will also be a test pattern in a neighborhood where they'll see tons of change. Yeah, now probably the best way around the bridge is to use one of the other bridges, just go over to the Ohio River on a different bridge, navigate the Ohio side. You can also go up to the Girl Scout Bridge that crosses at 11th and 12th between Covington and Newport, and you can cross there. Now, that new bridge is not even expected to begin at the earliest would be next summer, so that's not going to be a lot of help in the short term. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.
Brian, you were talking with folks who aren't too confident in the bridge that they have right now. Can that be prepared or repaired?
Yeah, well, they're looking at that right now, Mike. They're not really even sure if it can be. What they think is they're going to get some engineers down there and take a look. They hope to have some answers on whether or not this can be fixed or whether it just has to stay like it is for the next few years. By next week, they hope to have those answers. Mike?
All right, Brian Hamrick live, 4th Street Bridge. Brian, thanks so much.